Dairy One has expanded its facilities in Ithaca, New York with the construction of a new $3.6 million milk testing laboratory. The laboratory, located at 720 Warren Road, was completed in June 2015 after several years of planning and 10 months of construction. At 17,000 square feet, the new building, commonly referred to as 720, houses two separate laboratory facilities. One half of the building is dedicated to the Dairy One Milk Lab operations, including the DHI lab, producer payment lab, and bottle wash operations. The other half of the building houses a new laboratory for Chestnut Labs. Chestnut Labs, a subsidiary of DFA, is a food safety laboratory that provides microbiology testing services. Co-locating the two laboratories at 720 will provide both operational efficiencies and new testing options for farmers. Let's take a look inside the new Dairy One Milk Laboratories. We'll start at the back of the building where most of the samples arrive. Central receiving for 720 was designed to handle logistics for both the Dairy One and Chestnut laboratories. With receiving bays for both vans and larger semi-trailers, the space allows Dairy One to accommodate growth of sample shipments regardless of how they arrive at the location. Dairy One provides courier services across the Northeast. The drivers of these courier services arrive at 720 in the late evenings and early mornings and unload the samples from their vans. The samples are placed in the new walk-in cooler. The cooler maintains the temperature of the samples until they are ready to be processed later in the day. DHI samples are analyzed in the new DHI laboratory space. An exciting part of the expansion has been the addition of a fifth line of machines for milk analysis. The new line makes Dairy One one of the largest DHI labs in North America. The new line provides additional testing capacity to ensure quick turnaround time for farmers. The milk lab runs 2 shifts per day, Monday through Saturday. In the DHI lab, samples are first pulled from the cooler and placed on the table. The table team reviews each herd to ensure that appropriate on-farm computer files have been uploaded and that any special handling instructions have been reviewed. This quality assurance process makes sure samples are run quickly and accurately through the milk analysis lines. Design of the new laboratory space included a focus on the details. For example, the new space includes larger water baths. These larger baths ensure technicians rarely need to wait for samples to reach the appropriate temperature for testing. Dairy One is committed to providing farms with the most accurate milk analysis available. The 5 milk analysis lines at 720 include 3 state-of-the-art FOSS FT Plus lines. These are the newest models available for central milk testing. They provide fast, accurate analysis. The machines have the capacity to test unique components in milk for the first time. Efforts are underway to understand how farmers can use these new measurements of BHB, acetone, and milk fatty acids to better manage dairy herds. Dairy One has made a significant investment in training the milk lab staff to correctly care for the machines. Each machine receives a comprehensive planned overhaul on a quarterly basis to prevent unnecessary downtime. To address emergency repair issues, a complete inventory of spare parts is maintained on site. Getting results back to farmers as quickly as possible is a key focus of the lab. Once the milk samples have been analyzed, new computers, the latest milk analyzer software, and proprietary data management programs work in concert to move data and results seamlessly to the processing center or to the dairy farm directly. Adjacent to the DHI lab is the Producer Payment Laboratory. This laboratory serves as an independent intermediary between farms and milk processors. It plays a key role in protecting the food system and in providing precise results that serve as the basis for fair milk payments to farmers from milk processors. Producer payment samples are also delivered to the cooler via courier and go through a sorting process each morning. Producer payment samples need to be tested within 60 hours of being pulled from the bulk tank, and each cooperative or milk processor requires a different combination of quality tests. The sample sorting process channels each sample to the required test. The Producer Payment Lab includes an antibiotic and water testing room. This is where testing is done to confirm that milk samples do not contain antibiotics. Dairy One offers testing for several classes of antibiotics, including beta-lactams, tetracyclines, and sulfas. It is also where Dairy One tests the water samples from dairy farms to make sure the water meets the standards of the Pasteurized Milk Ordinance. The Bactoscan room in the Producer Payment Lab houses Dairy One's 2 Bactoscan machines. These machines count the number of bacteria in a specific sample of milk. A key milk quality measurement, bacteria counts provide important information to farms about possible disease or milk handling issues. The Bactoscan machines greatly increase the speed with which bacteria counts can be completed, improving lab efficiency. The new Bactoscan room was built to accommodate growth, with space for a third Bactoscan machine. Dairy One has the capacity to provide a number of different types of milk quality tests for dairy farms. The laboratory's new plating room is where tests such as lab pasteurization counts and counts for both coliform and E. coli are prepared and analyzed. The skilled Dairy One Milk Lab team has significant experience and knowledge in testing milk. They are on call 24 hours a day to allow this milk system to continue to operate. The new location at 720 provides the team with a high-quality space that allows them to fully exercise their skills and support the dairy industry. The space at 720 also includes the Dairy One bottle wash operations. The 500,000 milk sample vials used each month are emptied, washed, and dried for reuse in Dairy One's DHI services. This provides significant savings to Dairy One. Without the wash process, Dairy One would need to buy new vials each month. This also prevents a significant amount of plastic from entering the landfill. Dairy One used its spirit of innovation to help develop the unique bottle washing process. The hardworking bottle wash team opens each vial. Special inserts were designed to make sure bottles remain open while being washed in the commercial dishwasher. After being washed, the clean vials are dried overnight. The next day, preservative is added to each vial. This is important to maintain sample viability in the field. The bottle wash team handles an average of 22,000 vials each day. The clean vials are placed in boxes and stored in the sample receiving room. When needed by the DHI field technicians, the boxes are shipped through the Dairy One courier system, completing the cycle. Other amenities at 720 include a new conference room for Dairy One and industry meetings, a break room where employees can eat lunch and have team meetings. There's also customer support for the laboratory's walk-in service, utilized by local farmers, research groups, and on-farm field staff. Dairy One helps farmers measure the farm operation in order to better manage the farm operation. Dairy One's investment in 720 is an investment in the Northeast dairy industry. A world-class milk laboratory allows the milk lab team, field technicians, and data support team of Dairy One to work together to make a difference for our farmers. With the new investment, Dairy One looks forward to serving farms long into the future.